and of course it's freezing today. A lot of work this week. Let's get started. Welcome back to our treehouse project. This week our main focus is siding and getting it dried in and protected from the weather. Our 4-week projected build time has already doubled. We've been battling injuries, monsoons, super freezing temps, and the holidays to top it off. Follow along this week as I try and play catch up and also teach and strengthen our father-son relationship. Welcome to Project Dad Life. The back wall is now complete. The boards were a little cumbersome to hold up there by yourself. Luckily, my wife was more than willing to jump in and help. Now I'm capping off the corner transition with a pressure-treated 2x4. This will allow us to easily butt up the siding pieces for the front and start a new run on the front side of the treehouse. Last couple pieces on the front.
Wait, was that the right piece? Dang, I think I grabbed the wrong piece. My tape measure's way down there at the bottom. You know what they say, measure twice, cut once. All right, Mr. White, you hold this one for me. Perfect. That's close. Can you do a pull-up right there? On that wall. What? Let's see it. Let's see it. You gotta do a pull-up. Whoa! Nice. First time seeing it with the siding. What do you think?
I walked up and you finished the whole entire thing. And I like how you did this right here because it was going to be 10 times harder if we had to do siding over here.
Yeah, for sure.
Can you tell when you got off the bus?
Yeah, that the siding was on?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was like, dang, they finished the whole thing? I was like, no way, they got this side too. And I'm like, oh wow.
I have one more wall to finish with that rough cut, and that's on the front side, but luckily we'll be standing on the front porch to be able to do that. That'll make it a lot easier. But it's been about 2 weeks since we've worked on this thing. We've had 1 week of pouring rain, we've had 1 week of freezing weather, and then we had obviously Christmas on top of that. Hope you guys had a great Christmas. We sure did, and I just cut back and took a break from the treehouse. But now it seems like it is one of those projects that is dragging on, and we still have to finish that front wall. We got to fill in the gable with the board and batten siding on both ends, make the door, do the porch, and the banister rails so the kids don't fall off. And then we're gonna also put a front slide on there. So it's gonna be like a step down to the slide and then down. Hopefully we're gonna get a lot of this stuff done today. Let me get this one last wall up on the rough cut, and then we'll go over a bunch of, or a few tips and tricks that I learned and how I'm nailing this rough cut siding on, and also where you can get it. So that is how I'm attaching this rough sawn lumber. I'm doing about 1 inch overhang on the lap siding, pinning or nailing one corner up, and then I'll use my little level like this right here, put it on the top and kind of hold it and walk it out, nail it the rest of the way as it's level. I can do this on the porch here, but if you're doing the siding on the back, and like when I did on the sides, I definitely had to have someone inside the treehouse holding this on. And most importantly, to attach these or fasten the siding to the studs, we are using ring shank nails. So these are just pretty much straight framing nails, but they're exterior ring shank, and this will hold the siding on much better. This siding is not kiln dried, it is pine, so once it does shrink and warp, all that stuff, if you don't use ring shank nails on this rough sawn lumber, it will pull the nails out. My experience, trust me, use ring shank nails. A lot of you guys ask me on where I get this stuff. If you go on Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist or any type of for sale online site in your area, search up rough sawn lumber. This stuff is made with bandsaws. A lot of local guys make this stuff. It's very cost effective for barns and pole barns, so just search it up. I'm sure there'll be someone in your area that sells this. Me personally, I'm in North Georgia, and I find this stuff and buy this stuff for $1 a linear foot, so it is very cost effective. But I got a couple more boards to put up, and then we're gonna fill in the gable eaves up top with vertical fence pickets. We'll use those again and do the board and batten, continuing on the triangle or the gables up top, just to get a little comparison and save a little bit on the weight, because the rough sawn is kind of heavy. So a couple more boards, let's get it going. Keep your hands right here, perfect. Watch your head. Yep, look at that. Nope, don't grab it up top. We don't want to choke it out. Right there. Hit like that. Perfect, dude. Look at that. See how much faster that went in? Because you're holding the handle from the
How can you lift it up?
Well, it's just in the dirt, so we can just lift it up and then we'll hammer all those. We'll hammer all those to safety once you hammer them all in. So the rough cut siding is done. We're running this up to the gable, and then we're gonna stop, and then up here we ran the fence pickets, board and batten style. We cut those. I still have to put the batten strips on, but you can see kind of the transition now, and this is complete finally, and it looks really good. Now eventually I will get some good brown oil-based stain and stain the whole thing. I think there will still be some difference between the shades of these two, so it will still kind of like, you know, have that pop factor. And now we got to get around to the backside and do the same thing on the backside, and the siding will be almost complete. We're on the last bit of board and batten siding on the gable. I wanted to show you guys what I'm going to use for our transition of siding. It's very common with the new modern style farmhouses, and what they use for that transition to help with the rain runoff and not collect a lot of moisture right there in that transition is drip edge. This stuff's very cheap, a couple dollars a stick, comes in 10-foot sticks. We're going to run this flat up against the top wall plate, and it's going to sit right on top of our rough sawn lumber. It's running horizontal, and then our board and batten fence pickets will run right on top of this. We'll leave a little bit of gap so it doesn't wick moisture or water, and then that'll be perfect for the rain to just run off right over our lap siding. Instead of trying to nail this through because it's super thin, I'm going to go ahead and lay my board and battens out, and I will nail these with the framing nails. I'll lay it right on top. After this is in position, the drip edge against the rough sawn horizontal, and then I'll just put a nail right through our board and batten, and it will hold this in place perfectly. And that is the drip edge installed. All right, bang bang, you ready? Feet first, remember? Always one hand on the ladder. One step at a time. You're making me nervous, little dude. All right, come on. 1 foot, 1 hand, right?
You do not.
Up against this wood right here. This outside here is already finished, right? Mm-hmm. So we'll have the lip overhang on the inside. Okay. So we'll hammer this back until it's flush with the exterior siding. Perfect. Just 1, 2, 3. Right. Gotta do 68. And 68. Want to pop a couple nails in that, Memphis? Mm-hmm. Perfect, man. That's gonna look good. Yeah. Get the top up here.
Oh, come on.
Alright, and now what? Stop before you nail it again. Make sure that the bottom is good too. See how the bottom's kind of hanging out?
Yeah.
And it's got a little overhang at the top. But what you really want to do is take your level. Now hit that bottom one down here. Mm-hmm. Just above my foot.
Not the foot.
Not the foot. All right, and then just do about 3. 1, 2, 3. That'll be good. Yep. The only reason I'm putting a couple extra in this one because this is our hinge side, yeah. At first I was thinking open the door into the treehouse. Yeah. But then I'm like, that's, if we're hanging out with the door open because the weather's gonna be nice, I don't want the door inside. Yeah. So that's why I think I'm gonna do an exterior swing and swing it this way. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That way for when summertime we can just swing it open and it'll just be up against this back wall.
If it swings that way, the ladder's right there. Someone could be coming up and they could be him and they can hit him off the thing.
Exactly.
You can latch the door against the wall.
Yeah, so I figured the best way is just swing it, outward. That way I can just rest against this wall. Yeah. Awesome, dude. Look at that casing. It's kind of little, but it looks cool.
It looks so good now. Like, at first it just looks like it was a cutout part in the wall, but now it looks way better.
Yeah. That is the ultimate roll. Perfect. Look at that, dude. Fully trimmed down window. Hello! Hello! Let's get that gable siding on and then we'll be done.
This?
This back here.
Oh, this.
If y'all pretty much get on ground support because I'll be on the ladder up there. Yeah, that'll be perfect. So ambition versus reality strikes again, guys. We got a ton of stuff done these past few weeks in the treehouse, but we did not get it complete. With that being said, we will see you next week for another treehouse build series video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe if you like this type of content. God bless. Happy New Year, and we will see you next week.